他是保护佛教徒的一位护法，所以有人就说他有什么问题，就向韦陀菩萨叩一叩头，韦陀菩萨就保护他一切的事情都顺利，一切的事情都如意吉祥了。这个观念完全是错误的。为什么呢？韦陀菩萨保护人他是保护正人，保护善人，保护大公无私的人，保护至正不偏的人。他并不是说你要给他叩几个头他就保护你了。如果你这个人是一个不守规矩的人，不守法律的人不守品行的人，品行不好的人，也就是杀人放火奸淫邪道这一类的人，你给韦陀菩萨天天叩头，他也不会保护你。为什么呢？如果你这不好的人，他要保护你他就等于这个贪官污吏一样，你给他叩头，等于向他行贿赂，行贿赂他就保护你，他这是不公道的。韦陀菩萨是大公无私的，是至正不偏的，是执法如山的，是没有什么人情讲的你只要做事行为端正，思想清高你所行所作合乎法律没有违背法律的地方，这就是韦陀菩萨在保护你，并不是说是你给他叩个头他就保护你你给他不叩头他就不保护你了不是这样子。你要是以这样的思想来对待韦陀菩萨，那就等于侮辱韦陀菩萨一样我给他叩个头，他就对我有一种袒护偏见了，保护着我，这是不是明白佛法的佛教徒应该有的行为？所以我们做佛教徒应该把这个思想先收拾干净了，先要把这个思想弄清楚了，不要那么糊里糊涂讲一些个似是而非的理论迷人天的眼目，这是一种错误的。所以各位向韦陀菩萨叩头不是不要像那个行贿受贿的那种的行为，不要以为我给韦陀菩萨叩个头他就保护我，我不给他叩头他就不保护我，不是这样的。你只能正直无私那就是韦陀菩萨保护。
Okay. Now, can you? Yes. So you just finished watching the video. So this is today's lesson. It's about Wei To Zun Tian Pusa, Dharma protecting Deva Wei To Bodhisattva. 中文是护法韦陀尊天菩萨。护法就是 if it's a verb, then it's Dharma protecting. But if it's a noun, then it's Dharma protector. 护法 in Chinese, it can mean two ways. One is in verb. one is in Nang. Okay, Dharma protector is also called Hu Fa. And then it's a Dharma protecting Deva. Deva is, you know, the god of heaven, Zun Tian. Because Wei To Pusa, he governed all the heavenly gods. He's one of the number 32 heavenly gods. So that's why we call them Hu Fa, Wei To Zun Tian Pusa. Hu Fa, because he's a Dharma protector. He protects all the Buddhists and protect the Dharma. So that's why we call him Hu Fa. But also, he's one of the heavenly gods. Out of 32 heavenly gods, he's one of them. So that's also why we call it Zun Tian Pusa. Okay. Now, please read the Chinese with me. Hu Fa Wei To Zun Tian Pusa. Hu Fa Wei To Zun Tian Pusa. Hu Fa, Dharma protector, Hu Fa. To protect Buddhists, 保护佛教徒，保护佛教徒，保护 is to protect in English. Okay, one more time. 护法委托尊天菩萨，护法保护佛教徒。Okay. You all know about Wei To Pusa, right? We have a Wei To Pusa. Almost every temple, every monastery, they always have a Wei To Pusa. And that statue usually is facing the Dhamma, the Buddha hall in the temple. So you can tell right away that is Wei To Zun Tian Pusa. And also, usually it's behind Maitreya Buddha in the temple. You know, when you go into a temple, you will see Maitreya Buddha in front, and then you walk to the back, then you will see Wei To Pusa. Okay, that is the one. Any of you know Wei To Pusa? What is he holding? What? Anybody knows? He's holding a stick, right? We call it 宝柱. It's a stick. I don't know, any of you notice in the temple, sometimes he holds a stick horizontally, right at the center, and sometimes he put his stick down toward the ground, and sometimes he holds the stick upward. Any of you know what's the meaning? No? Well, see, this is I could say it's a signal to tell the Sangha who wants to go to the temple to 挂单, you know, to stay in the temple. When they go into a temple, if they see the Wei To Bodhisattva holding the stick right in the center, that means this temple will welcome that Sangha to stay there and have meals and a living quarter. Okay, but if you see the Bodhisattva, the Weitao Bodhisattva, put his stick downward on the ground, that means this temple do not welcome any monks from outside to stay there. Okay? And if you see the Bodhisattva holding the stick upward, what that mean? Well, you can come for meal, but not for staying there. It doesn't mean you just come every time, but it means you can only come for meal, but not to stay there. This is how it represents at the temple. Okay? Anybody know the Sanskrit for Weitao Pusa? I did not put it here, but later on you will see it. Okay, the Sanskrit is Skanda, is for Weitao, Skanda Bodhisattva. Okay, next please. Today you're going to be busy because we have a lot of phrase over here. From the video, Sifu mentioned about 叩头. Okay, 叩头 is like 顶礼. Okay, it's like a slang. We say 叩头, but in a very formal forms, that is 顶礼. Okay, bowing. 如意吉祥. Everybody wants 如意吉祥, right? That means whatever you wish, it will be fulfilled, or as you wished. And 吉祥 is very auspicious and very good, right? 正人, that is a proper person. Kind people is called 善人. Okay. When everything goes smoothly, we call it 顺利. 顺, 很顺. That means very smooth. Okay, 顺利 is everything goes smoothly. 观念错误. That means your ideas is incorrect. Okay? 观念 is ideas. 错误 is incorrect. It's wrong. Okay? Or your thinking is wrong. Okay? 品性 is characters. Your character is your 品性. Okay, let's read the Chinese. 叩头如意吉祥正人善人顺利观念错误品性. Okay, one more time. 叩头如意吉祥正人善人顺利观念错误品性. Okay, any questions before we go to the next slide? Okay, next please. Okay. On the video, Shifu also say, those people, they do not observe the rules or regulations or laws. Those people are not 正人, right? And also, those people who commit killings and arsons or commit rapes, sexual misconducts, vicious, and stealing, those people are not 正人. Okay, so now you see the explanation about a 正人. 正人, you don't do all these things. Okay, so 不守规矩, that is, do not observe rules. 法律 is laws. And you commit killings, 杀人, 放火, arsons. 奸淫邪道. 奸淫 is rape, sexual misconduct, or vicious and stealing. 道. Remember in the 五戒, the 5 precepts, 不偷盗. Okay, that is no stealing. 贪官污吏. This is about those people has power or government officials. In the old time, if they take bribes, those people called 贪官污吏 because they take bribes. And the more you give them, the better. And then he will be on your side, whatever is wrong or right. Okay, so 贪官污吏, those are the people are corrupt and dirty officials. 贪官 is corrupt officials. Dirty officials, 污吏, they're. And to bribe, in Chinese we say 贿赂. 贿赂 is to bribe somebody. You give someone something good or some money or some good things to help you, and that is to bribe that person. Is 贿赂. 大公无私. When the officials do not take bribe, that official is 大公无私. That means he is selfless, is impartiality. 自正不偏, 自正不偏. That means that person is unbiased and unprejudiced. They don't have any bias against people. Okay, so let's read the Chinese. 护法委托尊天菩萨. 护法委托尊天菩萨. 不守规矩, 法律. 杀人放火. 奸淫邪道. 贪官污吏. 贿赂. 大公无私. 自正不偏. One more time. 护法委托尊天菩萨. 不守规矩, 法律. 杀人放火. 奸淫邪道，贪官污吏，贿赂，大公无私，自正不偏。Okay, any questions? 大公无私。That means you 大公 means you are selfless. You're only thinking of the general people. You don't think of yourself. Okay, 无私 that means you don't have anything just for yourself. 私 is for yourself. Okay, so no self. 无私 is selfless. Okay, any more questions? Okay, next please. Okay. 执法如山 that means when you enforce the law like a standing mountain, that means, you just don't move no matter what. That is why in Chinese they say 执法如山, 执法如山. Okay, 行为端正. 行为 is your behave is very proper. So behave properly. And 思想清高. Your thinking, your thoughts is very noble. It's called 思想清高. 思想 is thoughts. Okay, whatever you're thinking is 思想. 清高, that means very noble. 侮辱 is insult. Okay, 袒护 to favor somebody or to seal whatever is wrong. Even you know it's wrong, you try to seal it, and that is called 袒护. Or even you know it's wrong, you still favor on that person's side. So it's 袒护. 偏见 is prejudice or bias. 糊里糊涂 that means very confused. 糊里糊涂. 似是而非 似是而非 is spacious. Like it seems like it's right, but then actually is wrong. Is 是 is like it seems like. 是 is yes, 而非 but actually it's not right. Okay, 似是而非. Okay, let's read the Chinese. 执法如山，行为端正，思想清高，侮辱，袒护，偏见，糊里糊涂，似是而非。Okay, one more time. 护法韦陀尊天菩萨，执法如山，行为端正，思想清高，侮辱、袒护、偏见、糊里糊涂、似是而非。Okay, any question? Oh, you're all very good. No questions. Uh-huh. Tianmusan. Yes, Tianmusan. Uh-huh. That is in around Ningbo. Tianmusan. There is a temple. You see nothing but Weituo Pusa statues, right? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah. All kind of statues is a Weituo Pusa. Well, that I don't really know, but I heard that Tianmusan is Weituo Pusa's Dao Chang. Okay. Remember we have the 4 big Buddhist mountains. That is like one is for Guanyin Pusa, one is for Puxian Pusa, one is for Wenshu Sili Pusa, and one is for Dizhang Pusa. And then also in the Chinese legend, there's also 8 small mountains, Buddhist mountain. Like one is for Weituo Pusa, and one is for Dasizhi Pusa, one is for Milefo Pusa. I mean Milefo Dao Chang. Jigong is because he was born there. It's not because they consider that he enlightened over there. A Dao Chang, that means he's been there all the time to spread the Buddha Dharma. You know, that's what they call it. And the Bada Xiao Fo San, I haven't been all of them, but I have been most of them. That's what I remember, like the like the Tianmusan, and then also like Langshan is Dasizhi Pusa the Dao Chang, and also Milefo is Xue Dou San, 好像是. Yeah, Langshan. Yeah, Langshan is Dasizhi Pusa, because the first time because they know that I'm a Buddhist, and, during the weekend they told me they say, oh, we take you to a Buddhist temple. They didn't even know that is Dasizhi Pusa Dao Chang. Not until I went up there, and then I saw the words on the mountain. It says, this is the Dasizhi Pusa Dao Chang. Yeah. Okay, so any more questions? If not, we go to the next slide. Okay. Is this the last one? Or? Okay. I thought it's one more before this, right? No? That's the last one. Oh, wow, good. Yeah, this is the last one. Yeah. Okay. 正直无私，正直无私，正直就是 integrity. Okay. 无私 is selfless. Okay. 舌知舌见, 邪知邪见. 邪知, that means your knowledge is very evil. So that's why we call it evil knowledge. 邪见 is your views is very deviant. It's not right. It's always very bad views. So that's why it's called 邪知邪见. Okay, I add a little bit more other than the video to let you all know about 韦陀菩萨. Okay, 韦陀菩萨, also we call it 韦陀天. And the Sanskrit is 施见陀提婆, is in Sanskrit is Ganda. And also it means in Chinese is yin tian. Okay, yin tian, that means cloudy sky. Okay. And 韦陀菩萨 originally is from India. And he's supposed to be one of the heavenly god in the Brahmin religion. And later on, he became a Buddhist and also became a Dharma protector. And he protects all Buddhists in three of the world, because he governed three different sections of the world. It's 东南西, except the 北方, east, south, west. Other than the 北方, he did not protect it because 北方, those people are not Buddhists. That's why he does not protect the 北方. And he's one of the heavenly gods, the number 32 heavenly gods. And he's one of them. Remember last lesson we talked about the 4 heavenly king, and also there's each direction has 8, so 4 times 8 is 32, right? And 韦陀菩萨is actually one of these 32 heavenly God within the 4 heavenly king. And he will become a Buddha in this kalpa. He will be the last one, because in this kalpa, 贤劫, okay, and there will be 1,000 Buddha, and he will be the last one. After 999 people become Buddha, then he will become Buddha. And when he became a Buddha, then his name is 楼智佛. Okay, 楼智 Buddha. 楼智佛, yeah. And he always protect the Buddhists and protect the Dharma and protect the temple. He will ward away all the evils, all the devils, to make troubles in the temple or to make trouble with the Buddhists. And he governed, I told you that he governed east, west, south, 3 sections of the world. And he also protect Sangha, protect Dharma. Okay, this is 韦陀尊天菩萨. That's why when we address him, we address 护法, because he's a Dharma protector. That's why we address him 护法韦陀尊天菩萨, because he's also one of the heavenly God. So that's why we address him 护法韦陀尊天菩萨. Okay. Well, since we have so much time, I will tell you a story. What do you mean? Oh, those are the 4 heavenly kings, 四天王. Okay, that's the 4 heavenly kings. Those are the heavenly king. They also protect the temple, but they do not protect the temple as much as the Wei Tao Pusa, because he doesn't just protect the temple. He protects all Buddhists. He protects all Dharma. He protects all monks, all Sanghas. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah. Well, because according to the sutra, there are 33天, it's not 32. Okay, remember last lesson I told you about 33天? Okay. But 33天, because we have 4 heavenly kings, like Kai was just asking about the 4 heavenly gods that we generally will see in the temple. When we first go into the temple, we will see that 4 heavenly gods, right? They holding all different kind of instruments, or, you know, like some hold a sword, some hold like a pipa or something. But anyway, those are the 4 heavenly kings. And each heavenly king will have 8 of them, 8 heavenly gods. And this heavenly god, 8 heavenly god times 4, that is 32, okay? And the number 33, remember last lesson is 尸体还阴. Remember last lesson? Oh, I guess you all forgot. Yeah, I don't want it back. I want to give it to you. So that is the number 33. Okay? And remember, you even asked me, how do I know that he's up on the Shimi mountain peak? Well, I read it on the sutra, so that's all I know. I don't have the heavenly eye yet, so I don't know. I cannot see. But I just believe whatever is in the sutra. Okay, before I tell you the story, let's read the Chinese one more time. 护法韦陀尊天菩萨，正直无私。This 私 is without the H, okay? 正直无私。邪知邪见。Okay. And let's start from the first line and read all the Chinese first. Okay. 护法韦陀尊天菩萨。护法保护佛教徒。Next, please. 叩头如意吉祥，正人善人 顺利，观念错误，品性。Okay, next one. 不守规矩，不守法律，杀人放火，奸淫邪道，贪官污吏，贿赂，大公无私，治正不偏。Okay, next. 执法如山，行为端正，思想清高，侮辱，袒护，偏见，糊里糊涂，似是而非。Okay, next. 正直无私，邪知邪见。Okay. Any questions? Uh-huh. 对对对 ，You're right. Very good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, that is a wrong word. Yeah. That's right. 对，应该是个口，然后做这个，对，Yeah, that's right. That's the right word. Very good, Connie. Yeah, I was in a hurry and get this done. That's why I didn't send it to YC until Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. "错误 C is like CH but without the H sound. 错误 This is the latest, it's called Hanyu Pinyin. Okay, because right now almost everybody using this way, this Pinyin style. Yeah, 错误 Yeah, before, long time ago, before they have this Hanyu Pinyin, they used the Weijia. But now, practically, this is very common because it's much easier to do it. Yeah, so everybody can do the Pinyin. So this is the Hanyu Pinyin style. Yes, that's right. That's right. Well, take time. It's better than not learning, right? Yeah, you hear that? When I was young, I have to memorize everything. Shifu taught us maybe a poem, and then we have to memorize it. We don't even understand the meaning yet, but then we have to memorize it. Oh yeah? Oh really? Oh, very good. 来， come. Yeah. Okay, well, let's watch the video first before I tell you guys the story. Oh, by the way, we are talking about the Hu Fa Wei To Jun Tian Pusa. Remember, there's also another Pusa, right? Qienan Pusa, right? Qienan Pusa. Usually, in the temple, they have two, right? One is Hu Fa Wei To Jun Tian Pusa, and the other one is Qienan Pusa. No wings, but yeah. he's like Guan Gong. Yeah, remember? A lot of people say that, oh, this is Guan Gong, but actually it's Qienan Pusa. Not black, red color. Yeah. Yeah, Guan Gong looks really fierce, and then with the red face, there's a story about him become the Qienan Pusa. I don't know, any of you heard about it? No? You want to hear? Yeah, I will tell you a story about Wei To Pusa too. Okay, well, let's watch the video first before I tell you guys the story. So see, I cover everything from the video. Yeah, okay, I will too. We still have a lot of time today. Okay, watch the video, please.
各位观众和各位侨胞，今天咱们又有机会谈一谈佛法和佛教的问题。那么一般人都知道，佛教里有护法委托尊天菩萨。有人问呢，说这个护法委托尊天菩萨，他是保护佛教徒的一位护法，所以有人就说，他有什么问题，就向委托菩萨叩一叩头，委托菩萨就保护他一切的事情都顺利，一切的事情都如意吉祥了。这个观念完全是错误的。为什么呢？委托菩萨保护人呢，他是保护正人，保护善人，保护大公无私的人，保护至正不偏的人。他并不是说你要给他叩几个头，他就保护你了。如果你这个人是一个不守规矩的人，不守法律的人不守品行的人，品行不好的人，也就是杀人放火奸淫邪道这一类的人，你给委托菩萨天天叩头，他也不会保护你。为什么呢？他如果你这不好的人，他要保护你， 他就等于这个贪官污吏一样，你给他叩头，等于向他行贿赂，行贿赂他就保护你，他这是不公道的。韦陀菩萨是大公无私的，是至正不偏的，是执法入山的，是没有什么人情讲的你只要做事行为端正，那么思想清高你所行所做合乎法律。没有违背法律的地方，这就是韦陀菩萨在保护你，并不是说是你给他叩个头他就保护你，你给他不叩头他就不保护你了，不是这样子。你要是以这样的思想来对待韦陀菩萨，那就等于侮辱韦陀菩萨一样我给他叩个头，他就对我有一种袒护偏见了，保护着我，这是不是明白佛法的佛教徒应该有的行为？所以我们做佛教徒应该把这个思想先收拾干净了，先要把这个思想弄清楚了，不要那么糊里糊涂讲一些个似是而非的理论，迷人天的眼目，这是一种错误的。所以各位向韦陀菩萨叩头不是不要像那个行贿受贿的那种的行为，不要以为我给韦陀菩萨叩个头他就保护我，我不给他叩头他就不保护我，不是这样的。你只能正直无私那就是韦陀菩萨保护。
Okay. You learn something from the video? Or do you learn anything in this lesson? Okay, at least you remember how to say 韦陀护法韦陀尊天菩萨, right? Okay. Anyway, let me tell you a story about 韦陀菩萨. Okay, when Sifu first went to Hong Kong, as you all know, that he lived in a cave, right? Because he's a stranger in Hong Kong, and he doesn't know anybody in Hong Kong. So he couldn't find any place to stay, so he lived in a cave with his disciple. And he's been there for quite a while, until one day, nobody really knew that he was up there cultivating in the cave or meditating in the cave. Until one day, a person that went up to the mountain and found Shifu staying there. You know why she climbed up the mountain to find Shifu? Because she had a dream of 韦陀菩萨. It's not just one time. She dreamt it 3 times. 3 nights together. She dreamt it tonight, and she thought, oh, she was thinking too much. So she dreamt it again the next night, and she thought, it couldn't be true. I never even seen this monk before. So she dreamt again the 3rd night. You know what she dreamt about? She dreamt that 韦陀菩萨 came to tell her if you want your illness be back to normal, then you should go make the offering to that cultivated monk. And then in her dream, she saw Sifu's face. So after she had the dream for 3 times, then she went all over Hong Kong and Kowloon to look for this monk in her dream. You know why? Wei Tao Pusa told her that if she wants her illness be well, then she should go make the offering. What kind of disease that she had? Any of you know? Any of you heard before? No? Okay. No, it's not a guy. It's a woman. It's a lady. It's an old lady. Anyway, she was bitten by a dog and on her leg. And then it got infected, and she has seen the doctor to help cure the infection, but it just won't go away. After it's okay for a little while, and then it came back again. That area that was bitten is always infected. So she was so disappointed with all these medications and all these doctors that she has seen. But she's a very good Buddhist. So one day, that's what she dreamt. And then so she figured out, you know, there are a lot of temples in Hong Kong side and in Kowloon side. I don't know any of you been in Hong Kong. Hong Kong has 2 islands. Okay, one side is Hong Kong, the other side is called Kowloon. And then Kowloon is connected to a big piece of land. It's called New Territories. And these new territories, part of the land belonged to China, and part of the land was leased to the British. But anyway, where Sifu's cave at is in the New Territory. So she first went to Hong Kong to look at all those temples and couldn't find Sifu. And then she went to Kowloon and looked all over in the temple, and she couldn't find Sifu. Finally, she went to one temple, and then there is one monk told her that, well, if you don't see any of these monks are the one that in your dream, then maybe you can go up to the mountain. There's a cave. There were 2 monks staying there. Maybe see whether that's the one that you're looking for. So finally, she went up the mountain and found the cave, and then also found Sifu. And the minute she saw Sifu, before she saw Sifu, she met a monk on the way to go up to the mountain. And because she asked, do you know where is Du Ren Fa Si? You know, before Sifu got the Dharma name from Venerable Master Xu Yun, his name is Du Ren. Okay. And then, so that monk said, well, you're looking for him. Why are you looking for him? And then he said, well, anyway, you are not the one in my dream. So I want to talk to Dharma Master Du Ren. So anyway, because Sifu was up on the cave and then heard the noise downstairs, not downstairs, below the mountain, on the halfway of the mountain. And then so he came out of the cave. And then here, the lay person, the woman, is an elder lady. And then so she looked up and then saw Shifu. And then she said, "Oh, you are the one in my dream." And so she went up to ask Shifu and told Shifu that, she had the dream from the Wei Tao Pusa, telling her to come look for him, then her infected leg will be back to normal. So sure enough, then after she made the offering to Shifu, and then Shifu taught her to recite Da Bei Zhou, and then eventually her infected legs is all well. Okay, this is about Wei Tao Pusa. Okay, that's why in the video, Shifu said, if you're a good Buddhist, if you're a good person, and Wei Tao Pusa will always try to protect you. Okay, this is one of the stories about Wei Tao Pusa and Shifu. Any of you heard of this story before? Any of you heard of this story before? No? Well, actually, this story was mentioned in Shifu's biography. Okay, in the way back in the Hong Kong chapter, because when I met Shifu, Shifu was still living in the cave. Okay, I did not. I was too young. I was too naughty. My father met him first because they invited. Well, later on, there are some people, after this story, this is a true story. It's not make-up. So after this story spread out, and then so there's quite a few people went up to the cave and then talked to our Shifu, and then later on they invite Shifu to Hong Kong to give a lecture on sutras. So that's how my father met Shifu. And some of you probably know that my father at that time was a very old man. Yeah, he's already in his late 70s. But right after he listened to Shifu's lecture on the sutra, he immediately wanted to become Shifu's disciple. Imagine Shifu at that time maybe only 30 something, mid-30. And here my father was in late 70. And he wanted to become his disciple. So that's why when he came home, he told my mother, and my mother said, "Boy, you're already so old. Then your master must be much older than you." And then my father said, No, my Shifu is much, much younger. He's a very young person. My mother said, "How come you want a young person to be your Shifu?" He said, "Oh, you don't know. This Shifu is such a talented person. He talks so good in his lecture, and also his knowledge is so profound. So that's why I want him to be my master." I had never seen a left-home person had such a good knowledge. So that's how I also later on became Shifu's disciple, because of my parents. They did not make me to become his disciple. I make up my own mind. But anyway. That's right.
When I went there,
Yes.
I only recognized the K only. I saw someone
Somebody else living there.
there.
Yes.
Because I can look the old picture, the new one, they almost the same, but little different.
Well, they had kind of renovate the cave. You know, they make the cave look much better than when Sifu was there. See, when Sifu was there, there's nothing in there. Um, the hole is still there, you know. Yeah. But then the entrance, they make it like a door now, you know. Yeah.
But I look and where the water before coming out.
No more water.
But I couldn't find.
No, the water is not from the cave. The water is in front of the cave. See, here's the cave. And remember, there's a big slab of stone. Yeah, some of them, they went with me to Hong Kong. I took them to see Shifu's cave. And there's a big slab of stone that is called 坐禅石. That means for meditation. The stone for meditation. That's where Shifu meditate. Heng Ding Fa Si. Yeah. Yeah. He's the disciple that came with Shifu from China. Yeah. And but anyway, yeah, that's the cave. But then by the time you guys went to see the cave, it's already different. It's not the same like before. There's nothing in the cave when Sifu was up there. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? I don't remember because I did not eat any. Oh, yeah? Well, there's still a little bit more time. I tell you another story. It's about Qianan Pusa. Qianan, actually, this is also a Sanskrit. It's not Chinese. The Sanskrit of Qianan is Sangarama. That's Qianan. Actually, the word "qie" can be written. Can be written and say it in another way is jianan. Okay, some people will say it jianan. So, because if it's translated phonetic from Sanskrit, it should be jianan, Sangarama. Okay, Qianan Pusa, a lot of people will see the statue look like Guan Gong, right? Red face and then fierce looking, you know. The reason that he became Qianan Pusa, actually, the full name for Qianan Pusa is Qianan Shengzong Pusa. Shengzong, that means it's not just one person, it's a group of people. Shengzong is about, I think it's, if I remember correctly, it should be 18 of them. Oh, here's YC got the Qianan Pusas for us in Chinese. Anyway, Qianan Pusa, Sangarama. See, I'm right. Anyway, Qianan Pusa, there is a story about Guan Gong. If you heard about the Three Kingdoms story in the old time, in the old China, 三国志, 三国演义, that's the Three Kingdoms. That is about Guan Gong, right? So Guan Gong got beheaded because Cao Cao, tried to tried to grab him for himself instead of letting him to help Liu Bi, right? Liu Bi. And Liu Bei. And then, but then Guan Gong did not want to become Cao Cao's officials, so he rather die. So anyway, Cao Cao make a plan and trap him in a place and then had him beheaded. So he lost his head, right? But he felt so he didn't really feel very good because he figured out that, you know, he's such a good person. Why he would die that way, you know, with no head? So that's why he kept wandering around even after he died. And then he always he always say one sentence, 还我头来, give me back my head. Okay, 还我头来. No matter where he went, he always say that, 还我头来, 还我头来. Until one day, because he got beheaded, right? The head was someplace else. And so he was wandering around with no head. So one day, one day he went to a place that he happened to meet one of the very well-known monk. I think it's called 智凯法师. Anyway, this 智凯法师, he's a saint. You know, he's already enlightened. And he's an enlightened monk. And then so he talked to Guan Gong and told him about the effect and conditions, you know. And so tell him to calm down, you know, this is a cause, and you had that kind of cause, then you have this kind of result, right? 因果. So you should not go look for your head anymore. So after he listened to this Dhamma master, then he become enlightened. All of a sudden, he realized that what he did was within the 因果, within the cause and effect. So then he became a Buddhist, and then he vowed to be a Dhamma protector also. This is about 伽南菩萨. So when you hear somebody say 还我头来, then you better tell him the same story. So he doesn't have to go look for his head from you. Okay? So this is just a little story about 伽南菩萨. That's what I remember. That's all. Okay, there's another thing that I want to discuss with you all. That is about Mai and Kai. They just asked me whether we can postpone our lesson on the November 17th and change it to another day. So I said it's up to the class because after the 17th, then it's Thanksgiving, and the following weekend I will be very busy because I had to go to a wedding. And so and then the next one, after today, the next one will be 10th, November the 10th. You know, if all of you really want to come on the 10th, then I try my best because I have a handful of articles that I have to write for VBS after my Korean trip. And also, I don't know, any of you know that there is an education program for all the Chinese students in China, the poor students in China. They apply for our help, and we fund them if they are very good students and if they are really poor. And I'm in charge of that. And right now is at the time that I have to look through every application, because we have about, this year we have almost 300 students that some of them I already get it done, but I still have about 100 some that I haven't get it done yet. So, and we need to fund them before the end of the year, so they can have enough money to go for the next semester. This education program, especially for Chinese students in China only. And the name for the program is also under our Sifu's name, Hsuan Hua Education Program. Okay, and because I'm in charge in this program, so I've been so busy also. So anyway, regardless, I'm always busy. So it's up to you guys whether you want to have it on the 10th or you want to move the schedule later to next year, January. Well, December we have 2 more lessons. We cannot skip those. 15. And that's it. I know. But then see, if we don't do the 17, we have to move it, you know, to next year. Well, it depends on when is the Dhamma instrument class. Yeah, because IC was telling me about. After this, yeah, after December, anyway. Yeah, so January, beginning of the year. So, is November the 10th okay? It will be pretty rush, because 17 they cannot come. Thank you. Oh, I'm not going to be here for life. No, see, I still have a lot of works for, you know, we're going to have 2 more books for the Korean publishing. And then also the Huayan Jing for China. So I got to get all these things out before the end of the year. Yeah, maybe that will be the best, I guess. Okay, so then there's no class for November 17, okay? And the next one will be December the 1st, right? Right, the schedule? Yeah. If I remember correctly, it should be December the 1st. 15. Anyway, today is my husband, George's birthday. I I supposed to take him out for something, but I know. That's what I say. Oh, Sandy, you're so nice. You save him a piece of cake. Oh, no, 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 no. That's okay. No, no, no. You guys have to rush back. No. Well, I will ask him. I'm waiting for YC's restaurant. But anyway, yeah, this is on the side. So far the Surangama Sutra in Korean language is doing very well in Korea. That's what I heard. Yeah. And so we have 2 more books that we plan to publish. So right now I'm reading, although I don't know much Korean, but I'm like you, I have to study. You study Chinese, I study Korean. Yeah, so we have 2 more books that we need to, yeah. We already have some people want to contribute for helping to publish the sutra in Korea. Yeah. Oh, it's more than 1/10. Yes. But anyway, it's much less than before. Yeah. Yes. That's right. That's the reason the publisher want to publish. Otherwise, it's because it's much easier to understand. They said when we took one set of those books to one of the Dharma master, you guys didn't go. And then he said, oh, now this is not just for Sangha only. This is going to be for everybody, for the common people. So anyway, that is very good, So the next one we're going to publish is about Sifu's Chan. Sifu talked about how to cultivate in meditation. So they changed the title, 打破虚空明心地. Now they don't use that. They use 宣化上人谈禅. Yeah. 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 So and then another one, they almost finished also almost finished translating. Is Amitabha Sutra. So that's why they really keep me busy. I don't know. I'm getting old. Anyway, okay. So now, next, we don't see you until December the 1st. Okay? Hả? Ai ngồi hồi sẽ? Ồ,唔好意思啊。No, no, no, no. It's not my birthday. But anyway, yeah. We see. Oh, sorry. Yeah.